You know, she's more than just a big set of eyes. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things Alita Battle Angel did right.
If you could just tell me a little bit about your character and how he fits into this world.
No chance. Go see the movie.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're addressing all the early critical praise for this new Robert Rodrigues flick. Did it really live up to the hype? Well, we finally saw the movie, and we think it's safe to say that Alita had more than a few tricks up her sleeve. Caution, if you haven't seen the movie yet, you're in for a few spoilers.
We're someone very special.
Hey, kid.
Not just a teenage girl.
Hey, what's your problem?
Number 10. The setting. The whole desolate metropolis living in the shadow of an upper-class community has been done nearly a million times before. And obviously it comes with a healthy dose of social allegory. While the original manga takes place somewhere near Kansas City, Missouri, director Robert Rodrigues and writer-producer James Cameron cleverly established Panama City to be the location for the film's story, adding a sense of culture and personality to Iron City that's somewhat lacking in the source material.
Well, Jim figured it needs to be closer to the equator for a space elevator to work scientifically, which means Panama City.
Number 9. Breakout Star Rosa Salazar.
It's the loneliest feeling not to know who you are.
Some may recognize this up-and-coming star from returns in the Divergent and Maze Runner series, or her performance on the small screen in American Horror Story Murder House.
I'm already saved. We all are.
Luckily, Rosa Salazar got to show off her skills in a leading role here, albeit with a little help courtesy of Weta Digital. Salazar's performance capture work is truly groundbreaking, and though the majority of her character is shown through computer animation, Salazar shows she's more than worthy of a much bigger star in the movie industry.
Every pull, every indent, every scar, every crease, things I wish they didn't put in are there. It's like looking at me because every little nuance of my face is there.
Number 8. The score.
The movie starts, the first half of the movie. When you see the movie, you know why. It's a very innocent type of theme that lends itself very well for a wandering experience, but also a love experience and also a very sad experience.
Through his work on movies like Mad Max Fury Road and Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, Tom Holkenborg, also known as Junkie XL, has more than made a name for himself as a film composer to watch. His work for Alita only cements him as one of the hardest working musicians in Hollywood, as his arrangements for the film only complement the sprawling, epic scale of Iron City. This is only highlighted in the movie's many fight scenes, where the score complements the visuals perfectly.
Everything is going up and down between the music. It's like very intense and very, very heavy.
Number 7. Keeping us wanting more. It's always annoying when movies try to shoehorn in cliffhangers in the hopes that they've got a potential franchise on their hands.
Gotta say, it's fantastic.
Say that again?
It's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
While Alita's ending, which sets up a greater villain in Edward Norton's Nova, could easily feel this way, the movie itself is satisfying enough to make its cliffhanger worthwhile, and we can't wait to see the inevitable face-off between the heroic Hunter Warrior and the mysterious Nova. Not to mention, the film left us with just enough unanswered questions that'll hopefully be answered in a follow-up. Number 6. The performances.
Didn't I tell you to be home before dark?
It's rare that a genre blockbuster features performances to write home about. But what else do you expect with Alita's all-star cast? We've already mentioned Rosa Salazar's career best performance as Alita, and we'll get to some of the villains in a second, but the impressive performances do not stop there. Christoph Waltz as Dr. Dyson Ito is a major highlight, acting as a father figure to Alita and bringing much of the emotional depth to the film. While the movie may not be winning any acting Oscars anytime soon, it's certainly refreshing to see a film of this kind recognize the importance of great actors. Number 5. The villains. In a setting as grim as Iron City, it's no wonder there are more than a few baddies that caught our attention. Ed Skrein, Jackie Earle Haley, and Eiza Gonzalez all play characters that we love to hate. But it's the main antagonists that kept us glued to the edge of our seat through the movie's runtime. Mahershala Ali shows off his impressive range as both Vector and Nova.
Kill the girl called Alita.
And the appearance of Edward Norton as the latter's true form definitely left us wanting to see how the highly decorated actor can pull off a ruthless villain. Number 4. IMAX 3D. When you've got James Cameron attached to produce your upcoming sci-fi flick, you know you're in good hands, at least when it comes to CG visuals. While we're all patiently waiting to see what Cameron has in store for us in the Avatar sequels, Alita Battle Angel more than keeps us tied over in the visuals department. Similar to Avatar, it's a film that needs to be seen on the biggest screen possible, and it's also a rare case where the 3D actually adds to the overall experience. But don't just take our word for it.
Make sure you see Alita in Dolby Vision 3D when it comes out in theaters on February 14th.
Number 3. Violent action scenes. Some might see the PG-13 rating that Alita Battle Angel was tagged with and be disappointed.
Alita, they will come for you.
I'll have to face them head on.
Luckily, Robert Rodrigues more than pushed the boundaries of what's allowed with this more conservative grading. From decapitations to bots getting ripped clean in half, it's clear that Rodrigues pulled from the violent themes of his past movies for this new feature. The motorball sequences in particular will get your adrenaline pumping, while a scene involving a dog might have more than a few people clenching their armrests.
I do not stand by.
Plus, the movie's got one of the best uses of an F-bomb in our recent memory, so there's that.
Underestimating who I am.
Number 2. Doing the manga and anime justice.
I know what you're worried about, but you have to trust me. From this point forward.
Anime and Hollywood have long had a troubled relationship. Dragon Ball Evolution, Death Note, and Ghost in the Shell all failed in trying to bring their respective stories to the mainstream. Fortunately, Alita Battle Angel might just succeed where these other movies failed. Using the original source materials as a jumping-off point, rather than trying to remake the entire story with American actors. The filmmakers drew from different points within the manga's timeline to create something entirely new, and fans of the manga and anime should be pleased with this new adaptation.
I'm a hunter-warrior. Oh, I'm frightened!
Number 1. The CGI.
My hope is that when people are watching this, they sort of forget that she's a CG character.
It really is a risk to go all out on CGI creations. But when you've got a king of groundbreaking computer effects like James Cameron behind you, you're probably in good hands. Cameron reportedly lent Rodrigues his team from Avatar, and it shows, as many of the visuals throughout the film are boundary pushing and need to be seen to be believed. Creating many of the cyborg monstrosities of Iron City could not have been a simple feat, but making them fight so fluidly must have been next to impossible. Not to mention, the attention to detail put into bringing this world to life truly makes Alita Battle Angel a must-see. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.